discount liquor. We find they have the best selection of bourbons and whiskeys probably in town.
Yeah, make sure you get with Dustin in there. That guy knows his stuff. He always points you in the right direction, and everything they got there is always at a good price. It's at Douglas and Hillside. Anytime you need some booze, go down to Orange.
Diaper Jam 2025, once again coming to you from Bourbon Street Bar and Grill on South Seneca.
Make sure you get out there April 19th. Aaron and Austin Show's going to be there all day long.
We got loads of bands and vendors. It's going to be a really good time. You should come out.
Bring a pair of diapers. You get into the door for free. Not 2 pairs. 6 pairs.
Yeah, me too. I need.
I don't know why I got pairs in my head.
Please wear diapers. It's a diaper jam.
He did wear diapers.
Yeah. Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store in town. Go check out Nikki. Tell her that the Aaron and Austin Show sent you. For the best selection of gummies and the highest possible legal THC that you can find in Wichita, go check out Sacred Leaf.
Whiskey Dick's definitely an Aaron and Austin Show favorite. Get out there anytime. They have specials every day on food and drinks. They got happy hour from 3 to 6. And how many whiskeys they got in that place, Aaron?
I think they have the most whiskeys in town. And every Monday you can do any whiskey under $25 a shot for half price.
I think there's 700 plus in that building.
Probably so. So Mo Pigs is just north of West and Central in the old Game Exchange building.
And there's really, you can find a little bit of everything from collectibles to Pokemon cards to action figures to video games. They have a lot of cool stuff in there, and you can also get art by Stephanie Nash. Make sure you check out Mo Pigs and everything. PK Pest Management. For all your pest control needs, get with Austin or contact 316-305-7108. And it's also fly season, so if you need that fly spray, get with them.
On Tuesdays, you can usually find the Aaron and Austin Show hanging out at the Cowboy Inn. It's one of our favorite sponsors. Every Tuesday, they have a open mic there hosted by Jacoby Lee Winter.
So get down and check us out on Tuesday nights and check out the Cowboy Inn all the time.
Check out the Rusty Nail for everyday food and drink specials, especially Hammer Time. Every day from 4 to 7, half-price drinks. And on Saturdays, we have some of the best live music in town.
Get with PK Pest Management for all of your pest control needs, 316-305-7108. For any termite inspections or anything under the sun, we'll take care of any problem that you have.
Be sure you visit the Jukebox on Seneca and Walker. They have great daily drink specials and karaoke and live music on the weekends. Go check out the Jukebox.
Great food today from Papa C's food truck, Papa C's barbecue.
Yeah. I had a little brisket mac. That was good.
I just ate straight brisket today. We went down, didn't we, Annie?
Yeah, you went about a half pound of brisket.
Yeah, we went straight brisket today. It was delicious.
It was
Thank
good.
you.
It was yummy.
And we always love to get Angie's Tacos at the Cowboy after. Angie's got the tightest tacos in town, so make sure you get over there.
If you make that her slogan, I swear to God.
I'm trying my hardest. But and she's also at Shamrock some nights, so follows Angie's Tacos.
She's
all
been
over the place.
expanding. Yeah,
Yep.
she's been doing it.
All right, here we are, 167 up in his mother. Here we are.
167.
167, pushing it hard. So first and foremost, anybody that was worrying about anything going on with the Sonic Sunflower Festival, the motherfucking show is on.
We heard it today.
We heard it today. First and foremost, I talked to Tone. I talked to Outermost.
Good.
Everything's good with that show. The city of whatever Pete's Puddles, Burton or whatever the fuck they're by.
Burton, I believe. Yeah.
Tried to fucking shit on that show.
Well, the county did, and really, I mean, props to the people putting on the festival, man. Tone and David, all you guys, man. The fact that the county put an injunction on this festival and they fought it and get to have their
And
festival. Well, this is what I'm saying.
It's a win for the little guys.
Yeah,
How about that? How about for the? Oh, you got another rump. You're in for. Welcome to the shit.
I think
show.
there were concessions made. I think it was a deal that struck. But regardless, hey man, they get to have that festival, and I'm super happy about it.
Well, the same thing happened to the Dam Jam, and they couldn't duck it. I mean, the Dam Jam had to move.
Yeah.
So anytime you have a county or a governmental body trying to fuck up a festival that people are trying to do,
they usually win.
And the festival wins.
They usually win.
That's rare, man. That's really rare. So,
cheers to them, guys.
They
Here's
gotta-
a Sonic Sunflower too, man. Love it.
and that's this weekend. So, and the Aaron and Austin show is all over that bad boy.
You'll see us out there.
Annie Mac is running the second stage both days, and she's also playing. What are you playing? First day or second day?
Second day.
Second day.
Second day, 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Liquid Sugar.
And then we got And then we got me and Aaron are emceeing and hosting the main stage on day 2. So I mean, we ain't gonna get too crazy with y'all, but we'll be out there Saturday at 11 or so, and we'll kick off the shit with everybody. Hey, and I want to give a shout out to the Riverfest. Everclear and Flow Rider look like they both pulled some like great people.
Dude, have you seen like the aerial shots on that? That's
both
huge.
nights.
That's huge.
Both nights did
amazing.
Both nights did really good.
Was really good.
Oh well, and I've seen Flow Rider before, and a lot of some people younger didn't really know who he was, but like he puts on a good show. Like I don't care who you are.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. You don't have to know who that is, guys.
Yeah.
For $20, you're getting really good talent on those stages.
Well, did you see the controversy? Did you see the controversy before?
There's always a controversy.
So the controversy before is shout out to Sir Charles III, which is a buddy of ours, who was booked to open for Flow Rider. But everybody that's a Flow Rider fan thought it was Sir Charles, the national recording black artist.
Oh,
that is not Sir Charles III.
Now.
So there was a lot of people that thought the opening artist was not Edgar. So
Charles Edgar.
Yeah, and
our
so
friend.
Our friend that works with Metopia now, and is shout out to him. Works at the Gentleman's Club. Been on the podcast.
Good dude.
3 or 4
times.
times.
Solid performer.
Easily one of our best hip hop artists in town.
Agreed.
Plays with a full band. Kick ass fucking band. They're good as shit. So, but he got to showcase Thane. Even Thane got to sing with him a little bit too.
See that's what I love about our local scene here, man. It's like people share the stage. You remember when Rudy Love got to open up for Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, dude. That was
And he
baller.
brought on like everybody. Like,
that was baller.
come on, man. I want to show.
That was a good
I
one.
want to show this incredible crowd what we have here.
Not only that,
You
it's
know.
diverse too.
Yeah,
I mean,
straight up.
So
a little bit of everything.
So kind of as we we introduced Metaseat, we got Metaseat in there with us today. It would really be fucking cool to integrate Metaseat into Riverfest. That would be
Absolutely.
badass. So first and foremost, introduce you guys yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about Metaseat. Let everybody know if they didn't catch the last episode where you guys were on a little bit. We got you in today to tell us the whole shooting match. So give us a little background.
Yes, sir. So my name's Lane Lowry. I'm the CEO, co-founder of it. My wife, she's the other founder, Tabitha Lowry, and then this is
I was about to say, you better say her name.
right.
I was about to say, boy, you fucking up.
Yeah. Nah, he got it.
And then this is my COO, also my brother.
My name
we-
is Jared Mowry, by the way.
Yeah, we've been through a lot, and both Army veterans. So, I
So
brought
you guys
him
knew
on.
each other from the service? Or did you guys...
Well, I kinda knew him
They're
from the
brothers.
time he was
Yeah, they're
born.
brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, once he was
So
born,
every
I kind
day?
of met him.
So every day, did you guys both decide to go together?
Oh no, I was first, and then he decided to go a couple years after I did. So
Yeah, he's
Well, he can't be
he's
one
got
up.
5 years
I
on
know,
me, so-
right?
See.
So now you kind of pushed his hand a little. You're like,
a little bit. The one thing that he probably should follow my steps in, he did that. So that's about the only good thing, right?
There it is.
Yeah. But and then we got Bethany White on our team.
Yeah.
She's awesome. She's been on your guys' show as well. She's our investor relations and does all the communicating and everything like that for us. So
It takes a team, bro.
Exactly.
It takes
oh,
a
no,
team
it takes
to make
people you
things
can
happen.
trust, for sure.
Yeah.
Try to go and surround ourselves with a bunch of people that are smarter than us. That way.
Well, that's what you want to do. That's what you
Exactly.
want to do.
Exactly.
Right.
But we already have integrated a little bit for the birds, and we went did a little recording a little bit for our proof of concept with them down at where was it was down at
yeah, it's
Oh,
Temple
yeah.
Live. That
Yeah.
venue is awesome.
Too many
Isn't it
stairs.
cool?
I love that venue. I love it.
I don't like the stairs sometimes.
Too many fucking stairs at that place. And it's a little creepy.
Yeah, but I mean that gives it the cool.
So
Well, and it's the
Vibe
oldest
to
building
it,
in the
though.
world. It's the oldest building in town.
Yeah.
have you been through there? Have you seen the Egyptian room and you
I
seen
have
like some of
not.
the stuff?
So
I've
I would
not.
tell. What I
Just
always say
all
about
the
the temple.
arches, all the
Super
arches
cool.
and everything, beautiful.
What you say about the temple is if the walls could talk, I might not want to hear this one.
Right.
I'll sit this one out.
that's like,
No, dude. So,
that's mostly everywhere.
so I was on a tour of this place and I saw this Egyptian room, which is all like gold leaf walls.
When there's like little,
and stuff like
there's
that.
like little like secret hallways behind rooms.
There's a
and shit.
door.
That's
There's a
awesome.
door there.
It is,
that
but
goes
until
in
you realize
between.
what they might have used that shit for, and then you're like, well,
Yeah,
Just
there-
turn a
this is
blind
cool.
eye.
This is cool architecture and all, but
there's a door in that building that I went through, and it's like this rickety wood path between the old building and the addition. And they just kind of like
interesting
built a facade, but in between the two buildings, they didn't tear down walls because that would be a problem with structural integrity.
Well, honestly,
whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
historical factor.
Yeah. But like, you go through this door, and then there's this wooden path, and you can look down for 3 floors. You know,
Like some national treasure.
yeah,
There
yeah.
is
it's
it is like that. It is a little
whoa.
like that. You're like, what the fuck?
And you
is-
look up, and there's another couple. You know, but you're just on this tiny little path between the 2 buildings that they're hiding.
Right.
And you think about that, like back then, everybody's a lot smaller, so it's kind of like, it's like I don't know.
Man,
if I'm
I don't
gonna
know
go-
if
Everybody
gonna
was
hold
smaller
it.
than me, bro. Everybody was
Like
smaller
I
than
said,
me.
you don't
back
really
then.
want to know what
Right.
happened. You don't really want to know what happened in that weird ass building.
But a super cool building.
It really is.
Yeah, it
The
is
Scottish
really
Rite
awesome.
building is the oldest documented building in the city of Wichita.
Is it
I'm
really?
sure there's other
That's
buildings that have been erected and fallen, but that's like our starting.
Well,
point.
Masons build shit right.
Yeah.
Right.
For real.
Right.
And that building's crazy. Like I said, that building's crazy. It's cool as fuck. And honestly, it's a perfect meta seat place for me because I don't want to go walk my fat ass through all them stairs. So I'd rather sit and watch it on.
right?
It's honestly every venue temple is perfect for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like you hate being shoulder to shoulder anywhere. And then what you heard about overseas, where was it? In Asia, they trampled a bunch of people, like thousands and thousands of people died.
Yeah, dude, I saw that.
I was
What the hell happened?
There
Yeah,
was-
right. You're with me. I'm
so,
I saw
said
it,
there
yeah.
was like thousands of people over there in like South Korea got killed because of like I don't know, there's like a bottleneck somewhere and they just literally like squeezed each other to death. Like
What the hell?
thousands of people trying to
A lot of people like
because of a celebrity.
humans suffocated
When
each
did-
other.
when did
because
this
there
happen?
was a celebrity
Yeah,
downtown or doing something and people just got squished and they couldn't get through and then they got trampled.
What have you? Okay, so
Crazy.
let's have a real talk. Has anybody ever been in a concert where you have been in such a mass of people that you were not really controlling yourself anymore?
Yup.
And
Yep.
I'm a very tall, strong individual. I'm 6'3", 300 plus pounds. I can usually help a crowd and but I've been in some situations where the crowd is taking your ass.
You ain't even got your feet no more,
I
man.
mean,
You
there's a
ain't-
point in time where you get almost horizontal before. I mean, there's some of those instances where you really don't have control anymore, and it's
Really, anytime you're in the pit, really.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
at
That's
a
where it
really big
happens.
show,
Right, exactly.
And sometimes just right outside the pit is some of the crazier spots because we've had to eliminate this space for you guys to pit. Now it's tighter around it because we don't have that space anymore. So I've seen some crazy pit shit and been in.
When's the
some,
last pit you seen?
well, the
At a
hard
show-
one?
At a show.
The hard one. Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie. That was the last pit. I was in.
So what year was that? You think?
I would say it was at Coliseum, about the last year of the Coliseum.
Okay, so Coliseum. I mean, man, now we're already going back quite a bit.
I've never been in a good pit at the Interest Bank Arena.
Did you guys go to Guar?
No, the one recent
would've
one
loved to see
at Cotillion.
Yeah.
Well, apparently
would've
Gore
loved to
fucked
see
the
it.
floor up.
Yeah. Well, I got a
No,
buddy.
that floor been fucked. But go ahead, go ahead.
I got a buddy. He said he went and Guar was crazy.
I
course
never.
they are.
Blood everywhere and
Yeah.
just squirting the crowd. Like,
Can you imagine the cleanup of that shit?
man.
It's like an
I
insane
would-
clown posse show.
Again,
What?
another great thing for Metaseat. You got no blood on you. You're chilling at home. just
Yeah, but
watching-
that camera might get a little something.
Oh shit! Yeah, your equipment.
Well,
Yeah.
the way we were wanting to set it up is where you have the fencing at the front, and then you have that space between the front stage.
Right.
If we can go and put that camera right there, I mean, you literally have front row seats, and then we could also put another camera like on the side stage, and so the actual artist can go and interact with the camera. It feels like you're on
Yeah.
stage.
How many
Yeah.
cameras are you guys usually trying to put in a show? each show?
It just depends. So it depends on like
What they pay you?
A the tier of the artist, B what the venue looks like. But
Prefer two, if possible.
yeah, two if
What's your
possible.
options? How many can we do if we had to?
You can do as many as you want.
How many cameras you
But-
got?
but-
How
but
many-
like-
I mean,
but-
we can do up to 5 if we need
Really?
to. Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's not necessary if you don't really need it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
making
yeah, yeah.
making this immersive
Some-
experience, like,
Could you like
how
do
many should we have?
You could do a couple static and free floating. I mean, how's it all? Is
Not
it
not
similar?
free floating. They're all going to be static.
because we have to kind of calculate it in, right?
Yeah. You'd have to have like a preemptive seat, but you can have one on stage. You can have one on say you got the artist right here on stage. You can have one over here.
So
or
give
by
you
the
different
soundboard. I mean,
views.
Yeah.
different.
so but
different views.
I think like what you're saying, side views and soundboard views, those weird views that like normal people don't get from the concert experience when you buy a ticket,
But-
is what you should aim for.
And-
It's something
and
you know.
I think
those-
what we're doing is I think we're setting cameras and we're trying to map them.
Yeah, and authentic
so that
spots.
we have our thing, right? So they have to be stationary by design.
Yeah,
And that's the
'cause
beauty
You know,
of
we
it.
have to map it, and they stay there, and
If-
they have
if
to
you're-
not be fucked around. They have to not be like hit or
Right.
hit,
If
moved.
it-
and they
I
have
mean,
to-
I mean, the stabilization on the cameras is insane.
yeah.
But like, you still have to have somebody like walk. Like it's big and clunky if you have somebody walking around with it and stuff like that. So it's better if it's static.
It's like a GoPro on steroids.
It's more interactive if it's still like I mean.
Absolutely.
So you can.
Well, you
so
map
can
it, is what I mean.
So I can access all 360 versions of what the camera
You
can
literally
Oh, yeah,
can
yeah,
turn
yeah.
around
So-
completely, do a 360 with
So
the
that's
headset
cool.
on, and it feels like you're actually there.
That's
You
cool.
can interact
Yeah.
with people right next to you.
The
I mean,
camera-
it's crazy.
The camera itself, it's
You're
got
gonna have people at home like,
Yeah.
Literally.
we're using 360 cameras.
yeah.
So
So
when we say 5 cameras, we're talking about 5 360 cameras
Yeah.
that are
Right.
moving around.
Right.
And we're mapping our space, and we are.
So literally, any seat you can go, and that artist, that's the beauty of it. That seat, it can be resold 500 times, 5,000 times,
That's
50,000
amazing.
times. It
That's
doesn't matter.
amazing.
So it's extra revenue that they
Well, they-
never
So
see.
course.
so anytime a venue sells out, like all we need is one seat, or if you want to give us more than that, you want to make more money. I mean, you can give us 5
when
seats.
you give people the option to not have to travel to shows, to like be able. Say I don't have a VR.
Right.
Can I? Is there a way to view this without a VR? Do I have to invest in a VR headset to be a part of this?
So initially, we're gonna launch on VR and mobile phones.
Okay.
I think that's the right way.
As we progress, and-
Explain it to us, dum dums. How can we watch it?
You can stream it to your TV. You can stream it to your phone.
Yeah, you
when you
can
have it
cast
on
See,
your
those
phone,
options are necessary. I feel. like.
Yeah, you can pan with it on
So
your
you can
phone.
kind of have
and
like
it
a party.
literally-
Check out this concert. Like that's
Exactly.
fucking awesome.
right. So initially, it's gonna be on mobile phones, VR headset. You can cast it from your mobile phone to your TV, to your laptop, whatever you want to do. And then, as we progress, we want to be able to have an app that you can download on your TV directly. And then we want to have like airlines involved and stuff like that. You can have in-flight entertainment, stuff like that.
So you can almost be like the Netflix Metaseat. We just click on Metaseat,
Yeah.
and we can go. Here's the concerts coming up. Here's what's coming up, and that you guys are going to be at. And
Exactly.
you can either buy a subscription maybe to be a part of all of that,
Yeah.
or pick an a la carte, choose what we want to pay for.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
so-
that or because
So-
this sounds fucking amazing? I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
So
Because
you-
I'm not trying to make every fucking show. I ain't got time to drive.
right. There's so many different reasons why you can't make a show.
Oh my God.
If you got a disability or travel
Yeah,
is
or they're
expensive
expensive,
anything like
yeah.
that. Like
Or you couldn't find a. You could.
or
Oh,
as
look at
simple as
that.
I don't like
there's
crowds.
so many
So
things.
every
Okay.
So this is our camera access. Kind of show you can. Your camera's right here.
Yeah. So
Look at the camera access we can get on that.
So I want to ask this, okay? Here we have an interactive media with your phone and with your VR. We
beautiful
have
picture,
that. If I'm tuning in on the TV,
That's
like
only
you
on
were
YouTube.
saying,
That's
do
it's way
you
better.
have a pre-edited version of the action going on? Do you have somebody on ground, like taking that action? Like if I'm
Yeah, so
tuning
me-
in
so
on
me-
Roku or something, and I'm
me and him
just
were
watching.
there. Now this is pre-recorded. This is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
for sure.
live.
Look
Live's
at
a,
that pep rally.
live's a little bit different.
Well, live's not
Play
as
with it. You can
clean.
go through
no,
it,
live's
just-
cleaner.
Yeah,
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you guys are doing great work.
These cameras, these are insane.
Hey, well, I applaud you.
and-
Applaud you.
and you can
We
zoom
do
in
live
a
streaming.
little
It's tough to make it look beautiful.
The
It's
the
tough.
big camera, it shoots at 12K, bigger than you're ever
It's
gonna
cool.
need.
It's really cool.
Bigger than you're ever gonna need. Most like YouTube, they cap out at 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get anything bigger than 4K. TVs right now they're at 8K. There's some that are at 8K.
Some.
There isn't half of the media in the world that's even at 4K.
Exactly.
Not even close.
So when
not
you
even
got-
close. So you don't really have to go too
when you
hard.
got a 12
And,
I just-
and streaming has
I don't care
traditionally
what
cut it
I don't
down.
care what the K is, none of that shit. As long as it looks clean on the picture, I don't give a fuck what you broadcast.
And
I
that's
just want.
pretty-
I want.
I'm all about clarity.
I just
Like,
want. I
the
just want.
clearest picture
Me
I can
too. That's
give
what I
to
want.
The
It's
customer.
clean and no chop. No clean and no chop.
Exactly.
Every once in a while, I know we're gonna have to worry about some refurb, but
Nope.
for the
No,
most
it does.
part, it
Yeah.
goes pretty clean.
Nope. No
There-
buffering with ours.
There was a
That's-
long time
You
where we
can't.
were.
Don't
Wanna
guarantee that.
You want to
I
bet?
can guarantee you.
We
How
can guarantee
can?
it.
Okay, so me as a customer, how can you guarantee the ESPN Plus?
Unless
one of
it
the
is
biggest
from
companies in the
your-
world fuck up all the time. So
Shout out Teradek. Teradek is
Teradek.
Teradek is our networking partner that we're going to be going through. They have their own. It's crazy. So the way it's
Alien technology.
Can we buy stock in this company?
Yes.
all
But you should definitely buy Metaseat first.
yeah, buy Metaseat
well,
first.
I don't
Teradek
know.
second.
I'm feeling like Teradek's. Keep going.
But Teradek, so the way they're really big in movie production, stuff like that. So the way they have it set up, so tier 1 of a network, tier 1 is your FinNet, so your first responders, stuff like that. Tier 2 is what they offer. And then there's a couple tiers below that, so there's like business and then priority, and then you have the general public.
So you're telling me you're paying for the best shit?
So at a venue, the
Tier
reason
two,
you don't,
yeah, the
you
best-
can't
the
get
best I
any
can
service
get.
is because
Best
there's
you
too
can't
many
get.
people
Yes.
there.
But you can't guarantee that.
They're
might not
they're,
have
they're
a little
eating up the
pile.
bandwidth.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is our
the
own. We
people
have
are
our
eating up the
own
bandwidth.
network. They
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Nobody can interfere on ours, and so we have
So
our
you get
own
your own-
connection.
So you guarantee that? Yeah, that
That helps a ton. That helps a
So
ton.
so we do a similar thing with our podcast where
Yeah.
we bring our own internet. We bring
Lane's
our
fine.
own internet
Got a
because it has
little,
to be
Lane's
that.
fine.
less
Exactly.
Coke, a little more crown.
Would you like a water, sir? I got a
No,
water.
I'm good. I'm good.
Nipple?
I'm good.
We have hot sauce. We have hot sauce if you want.
Don't
some
be
hot
mean
sauce.
to the man. I got water right here. Everybody needs a water.
No,
sometimes. But so you guys have tried your hardest to make sure that glitching and buffering and interference are not
Super
part of this
important.
game.
Yeah.
Super important.
Well, because if you're trying to sell a ticket from your house, that has to hit almost every time.
well, it has to be of value.
have you guys?
Right.
So have
So-
you guys had a time where that's been an issue yet?
Not
where you've
yet.
had to
So-
troubleshoot.
So our official launch isn't until August.
Okay.
That's when we officially launch the full version of the app. The beta launch is here in January, here in July. So we are actually taking right now. We are taking surveys and taking people who want to be a part of our testing.
I mean, it
Yeah,
got,
It's all fine.
Feed the girls. Yeah, let's get it.
all of a sudden there's like 9 motherfuckers in this room. You got a real octopusy in here. Here you got
Oh, you pour in, huh? You pour in. All right. Well.
fucking 8 fingers. There's 8 fingers on this hole. But I mean, it's like I said. Keep going. Where you
I think it's super cool.
I
man.
lost train of thought.
Pretty much where we're at is we go and we're trying to do anything and everything possible to where there's no buffering at home unless it's your
That's
internet.
tough. That's tough.
Unless it's your internet.
Well, that's something you're gonna have to deal with.
So-
too.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but
So-
no one's
so-
gonna pay for something buffering all the time.
if it's something that it's out of our control, and if it's like the artist cancels the show last minute or something like that, obviously we're gonna refund the customer or give them a show of equal value.
Well, you have ethics.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
Or you give
right,
them credit.
right.
You give them
We
credit.
try.
yeah,
Come
like
on,
a
that's-
lot of these big companies like
Yeah.
don't want to shout anybody out, but
Well,
like
there's no
a lot of
ethics.
the big companies like they will screw the customer 9 out of 10 times.
That's why. Well, that's why I hope. Like a lot of times when shit gets canceled, like we were worried about a friend of ours, their festival getting canceled, and because that really puts a lot of people in a lot of tough places.
Absolutely.
So when shit falls apart like that, I get it.
right.
So you guys are. I
And
like.
it's super shitty
Well,
for the live. The,
Oh.
the,
But
the
it
people that
happens in
go to
entertainment all the time.
Yeah.
Well, what's brilliant is that
It
you
is.
guys
It
have
does.
The
taken your chances to make sure this is the. We'll do our best to make sure it's not a problem on our end.
right.
So, well, there's a lot of people with servers and a lot of people that run live streaming shit that do not do that. So they don't.
Yeah.
They do not make sure that because you're always going to have connection issues, maybe on the end of the provider that the people are drawing from. But if you make sure that your shit is up and running, that means a lot to me because there's a lot of companies that don't give a fuck about that.
It all gets so convoluted. Okay, I mean, we've invented festival podcasting. Okay, now if we show up and our internet doesn't work,
Yeah, we're at Ship's Creek.
you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
guess what? That's what we did
we're
year
gonna
one.
go,
I mean, at least you can pre-record.
live in
But
the-
So we did that year one. We realized that there's a million people trying to do internet in this
Right.
spot, and if we do not have a booster and a modem, we're fucked.
Yep.
So we learned that year one. I feel like you guys probably.
live, we learn,
after the
guys.
show, I'll show you Teradek. It's
I'm in.
That's badass.
yeah, it's
I wanna know
literally
about him, yeah.
But-
it'll
So-
help you guys. 100
So how
times.
do you guys pick and choose what shows you're a part of?
So the
With
biggest
the
They
artists that
approach
let
you?
Well, we'd approach them and see kind of what their
the biggest thing is like you don't want to take people out of seats. That's first and foremost.
Fair. Totally
you don't want to
fair.
take people out of seats, but if a venue sold out, so Taylor Swift, she sold out. Now this was 2 years ago now, but
That's where you come in, huh?
Taylor
I
Swift
get
sold
you, I
out
get you.
90 shows,
Feel you.
70,000 people a show
All of a sudden, click.
Like within minutes. So I
within
mean,
minutes.
Well, yeah, they got bot sold.
but guess what? Yeah,
Right.
but they got
I mean,
sold.
Yeah,
They got
yeah,
sold.
they got
Yeah.
sold.
So here's the beauty. So that father who can't get their daughter's tickets, $800 a pop, and
And-
travel and hotels and all that. Guess what? We can still do it here. You can be the father of the year.
And that's where the money is, isn't it?
Yep.
Because that show already won.
Not
That show
so-
already
so-
made
yeah,
tons of money.
So what's
Not-
that experience look like in cost for the consumer?
So it depends on the artist. It's gonna be an
Let's
artist.
do Taylor Swift. Let's do a shoot match. Let's do
Taylor-
big.
Taylor
Yeah,
Swift,
let's
okay.
just keep on our metaphor.
Yeah,
I
keep
guess.
on the
You know,
metaphor.
keep on the thing.
Now-
Let's do high end because now I know
Now-
everything below that will be cheaper.
Well, you think about it, though.
It's gonna
'Cause
be
she's a
a
big bitch in this-
fraction. It's gonna be a fraction of what you pay to go live.
25%
So
probably
if
ticket
it's
price.
$600 live, might be $150, $200.
And you might be
Yeah.
even paying $200 and getting a $600 worth of seats, no matter depending on where they let you guys.
Well,
put
Yeah,
your
well,
cameras.
at a
if
100
you're allowed to have a bunch of cameras, this could be really cool.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right,
Like
right.
depending on where they let you guys put your cameras, you might be.
You
a
think
Yeah,
about
if
it.
you got one
upgrade.
on stage, if you got one out in the crowd, I mean, like,
Yeah.
And
so
this
so
isn't just
with
for
our-
music, though. Look, hey, if you want front seats to the Lakers, guess what?
Shit.
Don't
Right.
see.
You got front
There you
seats.
go.
too.
I mean-
There you
Guess
go.
what? Guess what? It's a-
Arrowhead.
Guess what? People don't really. This is a real thing. There's a real chance that the Kansas City Chiefs are about to be the real Kansas City Chiefs because if they don't renew that contract, that we finna build them a $3 billion stadium
Right.
in the state of Kansas, and
Shit's
they will
going down.
and they will
It's
come
going
out
down.
of Missouri.
Right,
That
right,
is
right.
a real thing that's finna happen.
But
And
but you
on-
guys,
could be a
top
part
of
of that.
On
That'd be
top of
fucking
that,
amazing.
on top of that, FIFA is coming
The World
to
Cup's going to Arrowhead next year.
And
Yes.
you got Kansas
Yes, yes, yes.
basketball. You Kansas basketball. You can be a part of.
So I mean, the
So-
opportunities are endless. I mean, they
I
really
mean,
are.
anything
But-
where a bunch
but-
of fucking people are sitting around, you
Fe-
guys can do some cool shit with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, FIFA's coming to the U.S.
Festivals.
FIFA's coming to the U.S.
That's
and
the one.
you got to think about. There's going to be a shit ton of people
EDC.
traveling from overseas.
Can I?
There's going to be a shit ton of people
can I
that
shoot
can't
something
travel
a little
from
bit
overseas.
into your guys'
yeah,
goalie?
yeah,
that
you're not
are
wrong.
in a different
Bands
time
that are
zone.
hard to
It's gonna-
see.
They're the soccer match and stuff like that is going to be in a different. It may be in the middle of the night. People have to pre-record it, stuff like that, or you can buy a
Like-
ticket and be like,
And
oh
you,
yeah. I
well,
was
you
there.
guys can even like
Yeah.
corner the market on like okay, so every once in a while, like a thing like this, like every once in a while, Rage Against the Machine will play a show.
Right,
Randomly. And nobody can all make
So-
that shit weird show in fucking Wisconsin somewhere.
Yeah, so
like so that would be like a huge cool thing.
It would
for
just
you
be
guys to do.
negotiating with them because initially, with
That's the
some of
thing.
our kind of mentors, they had some ties in with like Capitol Records, and so they were talking about when they approached them, they were wanting like 80% off the top, and
Yeah,
like,
so you don't
that's
give them your
no
company.
way.
Fuck
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The-
exactly.
this seems to be the hard part.
Well, they would spend the
is
ticket
that I
from you
think-
because they knew
I-
that was a good idea.
I think you're going to have to sell to the people that are putting on the show, right?
guys-
Because
Right, right.
because you need
You guys
you
gotta
need
know your
access
fucking
to the
dollar.
thing that's happening, right? So how does that go? How do
So
they find you
that-
and want you, or how do you pitch it and sell them?
That's where
It's one of the two, isn't it?
that's where our followers come in. The more followers we have, the more clientele that we have, customers that we have on our app, then we can leverage the music industry.
What's
and
the
be
app? What's the app? Just pitch that bitch.
What's that?
What's the app?
Metaseat.
Metaseat is the app?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Metaseat's the app.
Oh,
So
well, download that
No.
motherfucker. Everybody.
Well,
Out
hey,
here soon.
so is there a like content that you guys stream on Metaseat? Once I get the app, I'm immediately able to look at blah.
That's what we're working on right now.
Yeah.
yeah,
The
get a
beta
contract.
testing.
Get a
Yeah,
contract with like MLS.
existing
Yes.
content that's
MLS
on
or-
your thing.
Oh, that'd be huge.
NHL.
Dude, you guys-
our big thing.
You guys
or
can even
my
do
big
NBA.
thing at least
I think
is
you-
I
dude-
want to get NCAA. Like I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
get in the college basketball, college football.
Well, the thing is,
Dude, I think you could already do professional basketball.
well,
Your
NBA
ideas-
kind
your
of has
idea's
something
that
already.
good.
Yeah,
But
NBA.
I think you have to
Similar to what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
Is
so
that-
Yeah.
it's called
Like, NBA does have it.
X Stadium. It's
Yes.
similar. When we
Facebook
pitched,
bought
yeah,
them.
Who- who?
Facebook bought.
He's not
X
wrong. I know
Stadium.
that. Yeah, they
Oh,
bought
okay.
X.
So
Stadium.
Wow.
X Stadium only does. Yes, please. X Stadium only does like select basketball games.
Yes.
Pass me the Coke.
But it's the same concept.
yeah, it's same concept.
Yep.
And our app does the same thing.
Don't yell at us over there. Shit, we're just
Our
trying
app
to.
does the same thing. Like X Stadium, you can have it.
You guys are right there with all the coolest
180
shit.
No, I
or
think it's
Well,
360.
that's
great.
the thing. Like we went and when we pitched this at a pitch fest, because conveniently that stuff started coming out at like 4, 5, 6
Yeah,
months later.
everybody- well, they're gonna steal your, they're gonna steal
So
your
it's
idea,
like-
brother. Jared,
Oh,
you-
yeah.
Yeah.
Jared, if you got a good idea, welcome to. They're gonna steal
But
it.
hopefully you have a head start.
Absolutely.
Well,
That's
you guys,
the reality.
what you guys should do. I mean,
We
honestly,
patented our. The thing is, you
That's what
only
I mean.
patent
Fucked up.
the.
It's just a little bit.
Just
You
a
can only
little bit.
patent the way you're doing it, the way you do it. So I
Right,
mean, that's
right.
we have our patent on it and everything. So we did what we could to try to avoid
it's a
that.
goddamn beautiful idea.
Thank you.
I think trying to bring, because I'll be completely honest with you. When I go to shows as an old dude, I just can't wait till they over. so I would
Yeah.
when I'm at home by myself watching a show, I'd be able to enjoy it more.
You're saving so much if you purchase a ticket through us. You're saving so much money, not only in travel costs. You're saving money at
Just
getting
so
a
much.
drink.
Well,
Like a
especially-
drink is $20 a fucking
Well, especially
a
when it's-
beer, and
especially
it's-
when
I
it's
can
a
buy
show.
a bottle for
Especially
$30.
when it's a show you
exactly
almost wanna go to.
exactly.
yeah.
Especially when it's a show that you almost want to go to that's about an hour away, and you almost want to see that show, but fuck them.
Or that's a show that you always wanted to go to and you never could afford to, and
Or
now you got front row
Riverfest.
tickets.
There you go. Yeah.
Or Riverfest.
for a fraction of the cost.
Or it's
Fraction.
Riverfest, and you don't
Big
want to go
time.
down and sweat it out with the mongrels at Riverfest.
I don't want to pay $8 a beer.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
wanna-
yeah, yeah. If you can't afford it, the travel, you can't afford buying drinks and food and stuff.
Don't
I
get me
mean,
wrong.
it's
We'd love to
expensive.
go down to Riverfest and
Or you
spend our
just got
money and
social
support local
anxiety.
businesses.
Social
I would-
anxiety, any kind of disabilities, like, I mean,
Those people are
it's
really the people
in-
we're pitching to. On a lot of
Right.
those, honestly, and I want those people to feel like they have a chance to be a part of the local music, the regional music scene. If
Yeah,
just
so-
if large
somebody
crowds
in a
freak you
wheel-
out, yeah, or you got a wheelchair.
somebody in a wheelchair trying
Yeah.
to travel to Los Angeles.
Yeah, oh my
and
God, could
it's
you
already
imagine?
it's already fucking crowded and
Well,
like
and I want to see the Madison Square Garden performance.
exactly
Dude.
exactly.
How cool would that be?
Like I want to see that performance, and if you can enable me to see the Madison Square Garden performance from my
Is that your dream play?
I mean,
from my no, it honestly is. It honestly is.
it's
Like
honestly mine too.
as a musician, I've
As a
always wanted to
performer-
play Madison Square Garden.
As a performer, I feel like you ain't nobody till you play Madison Square Garden.
yeah, watching a
I feel like that's the first step to
Or
legendary.
for country music, Opryland.
or watching
Grand Ole Opry.
I mean-
you know?
watching Kevin
Well,
Hart or
if-
Matt Riff at
anything
Madison
that-
Square
any-
Garden.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many
Any
different
amazing
opportunities
venues.
you can do.
You literally
That's what I
could
mean.
sell this pitch to a bunch of
There's-
venues and just like
There's no ceiling.
play it
Exactly.
everywhere.
There's no ceiling.
And have, like,
You guys
this-
could grow as
And
far
have this, like,
and as fast
database
as you
of
can.
What I
Right,
want
right,
to see
right.
that month.
We'd
love
love
it.
to try to start out and working with like the Big 12 and everything. That way, if we can get some students to man those cameras and then give them scholarships, and then that's the beauty of it. Give back to them and get stuff for us.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it's give and take.
I mean,
So-
we don't.
That's
have,
there. That's there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It really
we
is.
don't have to pay somebody,
Especially
to
with more and more
sit there and
NCAA
man the
that we're
camera,
getting.
but
You don't
we
have to
have
travel as much
somebody-
now.
we're paying for somebody's schooling to be able to do that. I mean,
We have a question.
that's awesome.
All right, we have a question.
So, what incentive do the artists and venues have to have you there versus people buying tickets?
Everybody gets a Tootsie Roll.
well,
All the venues get Tootsie
similar.
Rolls.
What is similar to our live stream that the Aaron and Austin show does is that if you can't be there in person, if you can't be there in person,
well, if that concert's sold out, you can't go to it anyways. Well,
Or you just
we
can't
can
be there.
Yeah,
we can
if we
resell
can- if
that
we can
that
resell that
ticket
and make you
or that
more
ticket
money.
500
And-
times.
and-
we can make you more
5,000.
money. I mean,
But
that's,
I think the question is, do you guys kick back the venue at a
Fuck
certain
'em.
point?
We would
yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
I
So
mean,
Everybody has to make their money.
right.
But
Right.
I mean,
right.
10%.
but hey,
Yeah,
hey,
we're
Aaron and
taking
Austin said, "Fuck y'all."
100%. No, no, no.
well,
I don't know what's the
No,
right
it-
number there. What is the right number there?
It is
That's a
this.
tough- that's a tough-
It's Madison
That's
Square
fluid.
Garden. You guys sold out your fucking show. You did your part.
Madison Square Garden
Do you
sold out.
want to make an extra fucking $50,000?
yeah.
You know, like let's go.
I think
have,
that's a
have me
viable-
in your venue.
I think
Have
it's
me
a
in your
viable-
venue.
50 grand is, I mean, that.
Hey,
so,
hey.
so if
But
if,
how
if
how
you
big
sell-
can we get?
it-
There's no ceiling, guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Especially
You know
it's
what I
that
mean?
big of a show.
So
If
so
you
what they're gonna
sell
do? They're gonna
100
give you 10 cameras up in that bitch.
Go,
Let's
go.
go.
if you sell a ticket for $100 and you sell it to 1,000 people, that's $100,000 that you're making on top of
Yeah.
your sold out show that
Yeah.
I mean, it's
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 a win-win for
no-brainer.
everybody.
So my 50 isn't so fucking crazy.
No,
Right,
see?
maybe more
I
like
didn't think it was.
500. You can make an extra 500,000.
Well, but,
And
but this is
that's
what I'm
just
saying.
1,000
This
people.
works.
If-
This
if-
works.
If you have 10,
It's a viable market, guys.
If you have
I
10,000,
love what you're
100,000,
doing.
it's-
So has anybody
sky's the
looked?
limit.
Has anybody
Yeah,
looked into
viable.
what Tiny Desk makes off of those shows?
Tiny desk.
So
you know,
you know what Tiny Desk is?
no.
Okay, so Tiny Desk is the coolest live stream multimedia music show that there is. So what Tiny Desk does is takes any artist that they want to promote, puts them in this weird fucking room that looks like a library that they
Does,
don't,
it does.
that they don't even fit in. It's weirder shit, and they jam the shit out of this room and they live stream it.
Okay.
So that's what I designed the Aaron and Austin Show presents after, is we take any goddamn artist in this town with original content and stuff them in a fucking room downstairs and let them jam that.
We give them a
stage.
big
And
stage.
that's the beauty
So,
of it. Giving
but-
somebody a platform
I love
to
it.
elevate themselves.
I
Like
love that
that's
about
That's the whole
so
idea.
beautiful.
That's the whole idea.
Well, what makes your guys' shit great is the same thing that those two things are trying to do, is give unrecognized people that are maybe not getting enough people in the stands a chance to live stream their talent so they can see it on more platforms. So that's what Tiny Desk does, and that's what we're doing.
Right.
And I think that's where MetaSeat can, like, I think you guys can even broadcast at the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
That'd be
add.
amazing.
I can add another.
How many people
100
want to be at the Super Bowl and can't?
I can add another
Exactly.
100. I can add
Like
another
there it
100
is.
seats.
Your stadium's only maxed out at 70, 80,
Yes.
90,000 people.
Oh,
But you
guys-
got
okay. So
guys
millions
don't have
hypothetical.
of people watching
There's
online.
no,
online.
like, ceiling
Hypothetical
TV.
here. Hypothetical. You guys are doing the next Super Bowl. What does this cost you? What would you expect to make?
I mean-
what's the logistics of you guys doing the next Super Bowl? Let's look at it.
I mean,
like
we'd
that.
have to look at overhead, how much our overhead is.
And we're gonna
compared
have to have like fucking 20 cameras. I mean,
No,
like,
you don't.
But
No,
the
you don't.
licensing,
10 maybe. I don't know, I
Not
don't
that
know.
much. So I would say minimum of 3 cameras. So you
Three.
do
yeah, keep it simple, stupid.
Super
We
Bowl,
got it.
baby.
You got
I like
It's
that too.
luxury.
I do like
Super
that.
Bowl. It's luxury.
Jared, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yep.
Keep it simple.
so talk about 3.
About
So
5.
you got
Probably 3 to 5. I mean, both
Depends on the
sidelines,
access they
end
give us.
zones.
They give us the fucking.
you don't
they give
you
us
don't
box.
you don't
You know
want
they give us
to
the box.
you don't
The
want to
end
have
zone,
any
middles,
you don't want to give out any trade secrets, but let's just say you have one at the 20, one at the other 20 on the same side, and then one at the 50 on the opposite side. I mean, you're getting 3 different views that users can switch to and be like, oh, this is awesome. If they want to stay in that same seat, they can look at the scoreboard because the scoreboard's going to show everything. It's going to
Dude,
be
Super
just,
Bowl-
it's literally just like they're there.
Do
in
you know?
person.
I think Super Bowl might be, like, I think
And then-
exclusive events like that might even be more viable than your everyday events. Because how hard is it to be a part of the Super Bowl?
I think
Very
the whole
hard.
platform. I think the whole platform
I really do.
is an upper scale.
I really
thing.
think it's an amazingly cool platform that you could do a
No,
lot
I,
with.
I love it, but I think that's
I
it.
think
It's
when
an
you talk
upper
about
scale deal.
when you talk
I know.
about sold out shit, when you talk about
you have to
shit
know that,
people
I'm
can't
selling out
travel
before I
for.
hire you guys to do my
Exactly.
event.
And make it a proprietary idea to where they, or can we do this ourselves? Pretty much type of deal.
Yeah,
That's the
fair,
thing.
fair.
And we,
They
we,
can't- they can't- they
we,
won't be able
we
to.
have
That's
2
fair.
different cameras. So we have
fuck them, they won't be able to do it.
we have an 8K camera and we also have a 12K camera. The 12K camera is fucking massive.
See, can we borrow that for a few days? Sounds like you got a hell of a
And
camera in that bad
that's
boy.
that's a whole new avenue, I guess you could say. That we,
Well, it should be your selling pitch because the Christmas and what we get from the VR and what you showed us on phone, that you paid for that, and that
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah,
And
right.
that's what's going to enhance the experience for the people that are the customers that you're trying to get.
Right,
Because
so-
because when it's that crisp, baby, people love it.
right. So
and they don't want shit to fuck up. That's
so-
what they want.
So you guys and like other podcasters and stuff like that, if you have a Patreon and you want to give your paying members a different side of things, you could have us come in and be like, oh,
We could have
sit
a
it right there.
we
and
got
be
a
like,
Meta Seat Plus in this bad boy.
Yeah, you could have a seat right there, and
we got to call it
you're-
Plus. Everybody else does.
You're here
Yeah.
drinking with the guys, and you're seeing behind the scenes, and like it's
That's
just
the Ocho.
Nobody wants to see what we do.
Yeah,
behind
dude,
the
the
scenes,
Ocho.
man.
the Ocho.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Juju.
A behind the scenes subscription based thing would be a really cool thing for the Aaron and Austin.
It would land us in jail. We
said-
shouldn't do this.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
It's not that bad, is it?
we-
It
Well,
can't
it-
be that bad.
honestly,
should
you
not
should. the shit I say on the show.
I was
you
here-
should be surprised what I say when we ain't live.
I was here 30 minutes
We're
early.
damn near
You
close
should
now.
have heard of
Yeah,
this
we're
shit
damn
that I
near
was hearing.
close now.
Exactly. Lane knows. Lane was a part of it. But
Allegedly.
yeah, but none of it was on camera, and whatever Lane says is a lie.
Everything else nowadays is on camera.
Some of the shit would make Diddy blush.
That's right.
And we don't even want that shit. Hey, can we?
Oh, you opened that can.
Strike
Oh,
his
wait.
name from the record.
And no, can we say one thing? Can we say one thing about the Diddy thing?
Oh my
Everyone
God.
else has.
Go ahead.
Let's
Go
hear
Can
it.
we
ahead.
say
Let's
one
hear it.
thing?
I don't
Let's
think we
hear
have
it.
an option.
We're gonna say one thing. 'Cause-
Shit, here we go.
okay, so if it's Johnny Depp and his woman, we got live camera vision of all this shit.
That's true.
So if we watching Diddy's show, we watching oil paintings that don't even look like real
It
fucking
looked like
people.
it looked like chalk.
Can
It
we
looked
just
like
get a live
chalk on a
camera in the-
chalkboard. Like,
All
oh
that
my
money,
God,
he can't
dude.
afford a Meta-Seat camera. What's going on?
Well, what they
Good
know,
Lord.
dude, how cool
Hey,
would it be?
that's the right way.
How
Medici
cool.
in the
Exactly,
Diddy
in the
courtroom,
courtroom.
bro. That's the
See,
way to go.
in the
Sell that shit.
Have you
and
seen the
have
transcript?
something,
It's
man.
pretty fucking crazy. If you
I would sit on my V. I'd be on VR tomorrow. I'd be just
Great.
sitting in that Diddy courtroom. Like, ouch, y'all, you can't even imagine.
He done
I'd
it.
I'd be
He
in that.
done it.
Hey, regardless, a pretty good avenue for you guys to go for.
I bet-
High-profile court cases,
Hey.
meta seat this
$100
bitch.
I
a
even thought
month
about that.
subscription.
That's-
$100 a month subscription. I'm.
I want to see. I want to see
sitting
what
right
that judge is writing down. I want to see what that judge is
I'm
writing
right.
down.
I'm right behind Diddy.
it
looking
would
at his
make you
dumb
feel like
ass.
you're testifying. Let's be honest.
Yeah, let's go.
Judge is probably just drawing stick figures.
Well, what? Yeah. Well, what's ridiculous is almost every other celebrity shit is right on trial and right live. But
Right.
this one, we look at through oil paintings that look like they was painted in the 1930s.
He looks like a character like they get
Yeah.
at the mall.
Yeah, like a chalk painting Picasso. It's like, fuck
Looks
that.
like
Dude,
I'm reading Johnny
if-
Appleseed all over
dude,
again in my textbook.
Meta seat the Jillian Maxwell trials and Meta seat the Diddy trials. Boy, I could didn't.
A whole new market.
There ain't a dollar.
Whole new market.
There ain't a dollar amount I wouldn't pay to sit right in that courtroom. Can you imagine if they let
Right.
you guys be a part of that?
Hey,
Man.
if you don't pitch it, you're never gonna know.
I mean,
That's
I pay
right,
my
shoot your
taxes.
shot.
I mean,
That's what's
let's
real.
Yeah.
go.
So the
if
next
y'all
celebrity,
don't try to sell it,
the next celebrity
You're
scandal,
never gonna
Meta
know if
seat's
it's gonna
fully
work.
involved in that.
Right.
We get with TMZ. We'll put cameras everywhere.
Oh, there you go.
That's always a question I never understood. So, how the hell, especially if you look at the cost of California,
Yeah, oh, shit.
how the hell do people afford to be on a jury or anything like that for
They
3,
don't.
4 weeks?
They
Like,
don't.
How the
Yeah.
fuck can you afford that?
Okay, so I have been
crazy.
on jury duty 3 times
Right.
here in the state of Kansas because I'm a registered voter and I worked for the city of Wichita during all of those 3 times and they did not subsequent the city of Wichita $1 for me being out of work for those times and I got paid by the city, so the city paid me just because they would because it's a government agency. But most businesses just eat that shit. Like they just make you go be a dude and you got to sit at this goofy ass trial. Really, the thing is, you really never end up in trial. You sit in that room with another 100 fucking people trying to charge your phone and leave.
Right.
That's what really happens.
Especially with,
It's
especially
weird.
being hourly and stuff. Like, how the fuck can you afford that?
They don't. It's a weird. It's a weird system. But let's meta seat that shit too.
Exactly. Exactly.
Dude, I'll watch every trial. That would be hilarious as shit.
Fuck the jury. Let's put a camera.
Dude, I will buy a
put
fucking
13
VR
fucking
tomorrow
cameras
so I
up
can watch.
there, and
Dude,
then
can we
we
watch
can-
the Diddy trial on a VR tomorrow via MetaSeat?
I would pay a subscription.
Dude,
At this point, we know it's gonna be
how
a
fucking
while.
fun would that be?
I'll
Let's
pay a
put 13
subscription.
cameras in that bitch, and then we can email our votes in. All right, let's do that.
There you go.
Yeah, and we can all just sit there live talking and like see
and
what's
I want
real.
one. I want one to be a Diddy confession cam. You know,
Your
Well,
name.
man,
What if your name comes up?
I was in there at the trial. I saw them come up. This is really weird.
I sat right next to him.
Man, I don't know what to do. I'd love a Diddy confession cam on
Shit,
that.
I just like
like a reality show. Like
I just like a transparent trial on that. Be nice.
not chalk outlines.
How cool it'd be? I mean, but what's cool is the concept that you guys have come up with. Let's
Right.
just say that. So
Yeah.
the fact that we can be involved in something that I don't have to be at is really fucking cool, especially with the VR and the phone technology that we have these days. So I really think that is a beautiful technology, and like what the world's
I mean, we could like even set up a camera on a crab boat, and now you're dealing. Now you get to roll with the deadliest catch this month. Like, I mean, that's a lot of cool shit you could do.
Yeah.
The opportunities are endless.
They really are. It's
They
really
are.
a cool concept.
And when we
That's
pit-
what I'm saying. There's no ceiling. but
when we
it's-
pitched the idea, I mean, that's kind of the feedback we got. Like, it doesn't matter what we do. We can make people money. I mean,
So if anybody's interested in having this a part of their system, what do we do right now? Like, if
So-
we want,
so
if we
right-
want to work with Metaseat, what do we do?
right now, so if you were a customer that this seems like something you'd be cool with trying, we have our beta coming out in July. Go to our website, www.metaseat, exactly how it sounds.
Meta,
Meta, METASEAT .info, not .com, .info.
Oh, they're just gonna fuck us.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Right.
.info.
Got
and-
info, motherfuckers. Remember.
right. And then just fill out on the contact us page. Fill out a form. I get that directly. My team gets that directly. We'll add you to the list, and then we'll send out emails when we go to launch our beta phase.
Well, I'm not lying. I'd
like
love to
it,
have
man,
Metaseat evolved in the Aaron Austin Show presents.
100%.
At least one time.
Exactly.
Time to, like,
Guys,
just-
you know what we do.
I mean,
Couldn't
I would
vibe
love
at,
to have
know?
you guys be involved in that, kind of have a collaboration.
Right.
Yeah,
And see what we can do.
100%. Like,
we can do
like
even
if
right
we
now.
put a camera right there, almost like where your camera is right now, we put a camera right there, we could
Simulcast.
give your audience
Sorry, I kicked your brother.
You're good.
we can give your audience a feeling like they
Some
can
clean
be
kicks.
a feeling like they can be right here talking with us. Like that's the coolest fucking thing.
I want it
Like
so
a
bad.
Joe
I want
Rogan.
it so
Exactly.
bad.
You
It's
got
the
your
coolest fucking
Joe
thing.
Rogan.
Yeah, I
next to-
agree,
next
I
to
agree.
Well,
you.
I would like. You guys know that
Andrew Schultz just
So we
sitting
do-
there on the couch with them.
So
Like,
you
it's
guys
fucking
know we
great.
do that this concert series every month. Having you guys a part of it would be great.
Even
100%.
like even customers, if you're not trying to go and like say concerts or none of that, you have nothing like that. Say you want to, when it does at a wedding, just some of your family can't be there. We can put you on a wedding
Got it
or
right.
put-
Yeah,
set up.
yeah.
I mean,
It's
something
got- it's
simple
got-
like
Oh,
that.
Wow, I didn't
oh,
even think
oh.
of that avenue. That is a brilliant angle.
Well, there's a million avenues. I mean, the thing is,
it's the opportunity's endless.
yeah, well,
It really
when
is.
I said
It really
there's no
is.
cap, I mean it. There's no limit to what you guys
So
can
I
do.
mean,
We're-
just call us. Let
we're-
us know
we're-
what you got. If
This is
you,
awesome.
we can make it happen.
We're trying to bring the digital age to anything and everything you can possibly think of. Like
in a realistic and interfaceable
Well, your
format.
guys'
Yeah.
thing is basically if you can't make the show, well, I got you.
exactly.
Got
Exactly.
you. Yeah,
I got you. If you
Yeah.
can't make the show in person, I
Stay
got
home.
You
Go to
can't-
work that day.
You can't
Take
afford
care
it.
of your kids.
I got
Come
you.
on.
Like it's
you. I like that. I like that. Like because there's a ton of people. There's a ton of people
Can I get
that.
some of that?
Oh shit, Jay! Are you kidding me? There's
I'm
a ton.
excited.
Well, there's a ton of people
I don't know if
that want to
to
support that want to support their favorite band, but they can't always make the show.
Yep.
Sometimes it's out of town and they're doing a limited run. Your favorite band's only doing 4 shows, and I can't make it to any of them. But look, hey, guess what? Metaseat's part of one of those shows. Now I get to watch that show
Yeah.
live, and I get to be a part of it, and I can support my band.
And
Exactly.
it's
That I love.
expensive now. It is so expensive to try to travel, tickets,
I'm-
everything. It's insane.
So me and my,
Well, tickets are $200-300.
so I'll tell you just
Minimum.
like this. I'll tell you just like this. Me and my
and that's a low end. Like if you go to a Drake, a Taylor Swift,
so I'm telling you,
they're taking 90% of their shows.
so this is the show I'm going to. Me and Gigi, my cousin, shout out to Gigi.
Wu-Tang.
We try to go to a show every year. That's within driving range. So we go support some. We're going to Run the Jewels and Wu-Tang Clan in Tulsa. So like if that's a show, say you know your favorite band is one of them, and you can't make that show. Metaseat's there now. I'm paying maybe just a subscription fee, and now I'm getting to watch that show.
And we
That's
have a house
amazing.
party at my house.
yeah, it's just like
fucking-
pay per view.
Yeah,
After party, you don't have to go back
Yeah.
to the hotel
And
room.
we're-
You don't have to go out to the bars. You can go back
That's
to
right.
your friend's house, your
I
buddy's
got
house.
to drive drunk. I gotta do no-
Exactly.
I
Well,
don't
that
have
money's
to
already
pay
for
for
Uber.
That money's
Like,
already
I
spent.
ain't got to be a problem.
Well, and we're working
Good.
with trying to figure out a way to see if we can go and get an engineer or somebody to design some glasses specifically for us and try to get those to where they're more like you got a pair of sunglasses on
Oh,
instead of
boom.
a big headset.
These are big and bulky.
Yeah,
like,
my neck hurts every time you put
like I
them
don't know
on.
if the fans can see this, but these are big and bulky.
So they
I'm
have
just
newer
saying.
ones that have come
Yeah,
out. They're like Ray Bans.
I start dragging to the left.
Hey, but But those are cool right now.
Yeah,
You know, those are cool. And people have them.
These,
And
do you guys want to try the?
Your
like
internet-
No, my son's got them, and my head hurts just trying to put
It's
them
like
on right
those
now.
car cell phones we used to think were so cool back in the day. Yeah.
I want it
so
easier. I
it's,
want it
it's,
easier.
it-
I want it on
it's
the
so
phone.
that video that he showed you guys.
That's what I
on,
want.
that's on our YouTube page, but it's 100 times better through the VR. Like you gotta experience it. through
Aaron,
the
put
VR.
it on.
Nah,
Here.
I'm gonna fall the fuck over.
I'll set it up for you. You don't. Have
I've been in the
you
VR world before, but still, at the
got
very
you,
end of
I
the
got
day, that my neck is like to the left.
You gotta just adjust the
Dude,
strap.
that's-
It's not
Well,
that
my
bad.
son's is heavier and shit. He's got an extra battery on that
Oh,
motherfucker.
is it good?
See, man, that's what I'm
I think-
saying.
I think I'm stunting his
He's
growth.
already out of this
I
reality.
think I'm stunting my son's growth
I don't
with
know
all
if
that.
that's the VR or the alcohol. I don't know.
I think you pour a little a
The
little
VR
whiskey.
alcohol.
Yeah,
So,
that Rebel. That's pretty smooth.
he does their thing.
But I love the idea to be a part of a venue, to get a chance to be a part of an event when you couldn't be there.
You can't not try this.
He will.
You will.
He will.
I've had it on
Peer
before.
pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Yeah, Aaron, yeah.
Yeah, right. Fuck me.
Aaron's got a lot of neck. Aaron's got a lot of neck. You know, his neck he's used it a lot.
I'm just saying. I don't even know. This is going to even fit over my head, bro.
I'm gonna let that one go.
You got a strap. You can adjust it.
I would think it's all. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
You'll
be fine.
It's literally. All right, so
Bitch. Man, I don't even know.
There you go. can
Can we
you see?
s-
Can you see?
Oh, I can see you.
Okay,
now.
okay.
I see
Here.
some of this.
I said you can lose.
All right, what do you?
Wow,
Give me
okay.
a second. Give me a second.
So can we be front row at
So
last
that's
year's
gonna be
Super
your
Bowl?
right. Yep. That's gonna be your right. This is
Oh
gonna be
my
your
god,
left.
you guys are
If
nuts.
you had like a, so let's
Fuck,
even like
oh.
let's even
It's-
think about you guys could actually plant fucking shit at events and
Okay,
have it in
okay,
a bank,
okay.
and
This
people
is
could go
weird.
back.
What
and
you,
watch
what you got? What you got? Tell me what you got.
Last-
All right,
last
return
year's
to your
Game
boundary.
7
I'm
World
gonna go
Series.
room scale.
That's what we've already got that going.
Go,
already got
click
that
on
going.
room scale.
Jared, that's so fucking cool, man.
What?
So-
I mean, what? Where? Where do I
It's so
click?
cool.
Does it
Yeah,
say
so
room
that
scale?
would be-
Your pointer finger.
Okay,
Have you
I
guys-
got
have you
confirm
guys
floor
thought about
level.
pitching-
Yeah,
pitching this to
confirm.
Shark?
Okay, draw a room
We got a
scale
story. I'll tell
boundary.
you off camera
And
about
then
that one.
click confirm.
It's kind of funny.
Come on, get out of here.
Have you guys
Small world.
have you guys thought about pitching this?
Here, let me.
Like a big
Oh,
investor?
this is weird now.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a.
What,
this
what do you
is a-
see? What do you see?
Stuff.
Talk me
This-
through it.
I see.
It's so
DC
confusing. Everyone on
versus
everyone
Exactly.
knows like
Okay.
what in the world is
so
going
it
on
should it should here. Hold on. It
You're just
should
ahead of the game.
it should look like
just
a
ahead of the game.
normal YouTube browser,
And
right?
You guys are.
No, not really.
Click on the
I'm
I'm
middle
in a
of the video.
basketball game.
Yeah. Click on the middle of the
This is
video.
everybody. Watching the NBA Finals, watching the.
Click on the
Super
middle of the
Bowl.
video.
I'm-
It's
Okay,
gonna
got
blow
it.
your fucking mind.
Got it now.
Now,
Is it
now I watch
playing?
Super Bowl for free, or I pay
you-
$50 and I'm at.
well, I'll play-
I'm
I'll
at,
play
I'm
it,
at
yeah.
courtside now.
Well, then anytime you
Can
buy a
you-
concert and everything like that, it's
Okay.
going to go into your little your
like, how
stock,
cool
and
it'd
you can
be-
rewatch that as many times
So
as you
a lot
want.
of times
Can you see the fans
a lot of
behind
A lot of times
No,
you can
I'm
watch a
there.
concert.
I'm
Yeah.
like
Jared, you
fucking
can watch a
right
concert,
Exactly.
but
That's the
I paid
beauty
fif-
of it.
I paid $50 on VR in front row,
Oh, absolutely.
and now I'm
This
fucking.
asshole.
Now I'm like,
That's funny. He's there.
now-
he's not.
no,
He's
no,
in a
no.
different world.
Clapping.
just don't jump off your chair, motherfucker. We ain't catching you.
No, I have to turn around. I have to turn around if I want
So,
to see
so
the game.
I
All
watched
I'm
I
seeing
watched
are
the
guys.
last I watched the last episode you had us on. You had Jared on at least. When you guys started talking about the running into microwaves and shit, that shit lost me because I just
I
watched
have
the
no idea
video.
what you're talking about.
People
that's-
people
yeah.
will run
It's
into
been 2
fucking
days since-
doors.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude,
And you're like, I wish people were fucking running into stoves. My son's running into a TV.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if you want to watch like fucking VR like mishaps, people will swing into a 50-inch TV and beat the fuck out of that TV and fall flat on their face, and it looked like the TV won. But the
Exactly.
TV don't work no more.
So I was able to interface this app, and I'm
So
now,
you're in Jared's bedroom. What's it like?
No.
It's scary.
Right
you don't
now-
want to be in that motherfucker.
Bow, chicka, wow,
I
wow.
can't see my mic. I hope
He,
this-
he comes out. He comes out of the bathroom in a fucking robe. What
No,
the fuck
no,
am I
but-
doing here?
hey,
Absolutely
Right now,
not. It's
I
going to be
can't
like
see
an
what you're
elephant
doing
trunk
right now, so I
G-string.
Yeah. Right
Yeah,
now,
hold on,
I'm
hold
at
on,
a
hold
For
on,
the
hold on.
Birds show.
Are you? Yeah.
I'm at a For the Birds show. We're
Shout out,
we're at the,
shout out to
we're at the temple.
shout out to
out-
the For the Birds.
shout out to For the Birds. Shout out to Icy.
I'm
Always
gonna
a great
zap
show.
Shout-
Icy
shout out to
Collins right in
Bethany
his fucking
White.
head.
Shout out to Bethany
And that
White. She's
motorbike,
awesome. She
okay,
got us
now-
with them.
Okay,
Um,
so I hit him. Now I'm at a YouTube interface. I can go to videos. I can go to.
Quit touching his pants.
No, I like this. This is good.
So soft.
That's my no square. You can't touch me there.
I hit videos. There's wrestling, lots of wrestling.
Yeah. So so
There's a lot of men on these VRs. It's a little suspect.
Hey,
No, hey,
there's a
hey,
market
look,
for everybody.
I'm clicking into our video right now. I'm watching me do this right now. Actually live.
So, I mean, really,
Oh, can you see you live?
I see us. There's a delay,
Are you on our?
But I am watching our show. Did you
What
just put
the
that mask
fuck?
up
That's
there?
awesome.
You just
That
put
is
that mask
awesome.
on? Yeah.
Well, you don't,
That
you-
is awesome.
You don't look like an idiot or anything. I
So-
promise. The whole time,
Yeah, not me. I wouldn't do
No
that.
more than usual.
I'm live.
you look totally normal, and no one's making any jokes.
So yeah. I mean, like your following, your followers, your users, they can. If we put a camera in this motherfucker,
This is dope.
they could be like right here, exactly where your camera is.
I
and
would love
talking
to.
to us.
I'd love to integrate it into the Aaron Austin Show.
100%. We would love to have
Let's
you
talk.
guys.
Let's talk about it.
exactly.
Because it would be fun to. I don't know where there. We'll
I'm
go.
just
I don't know if
gonna
there's
fuck
money
around
there,
with it.
but having you guys try to prove concept would be all fun.
Yeah,
Try to see
exactly.
if we can have virtual guests to the Aaron and Austin Show downstairs. As long as they keep their pants on. I don't know about you virtual guests. It seems a little sketchy.
You just have to have the top on, right?
Yeah,
Guys,
just so nobody sees.
I am right now. I'm searching around YouTube videos.
Did you find anything
Don't
better
look
than this
through my-
show?
Don't look through my browser history, please don't.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh no, it's me.
That
It's
looks like your
fucking.
bedroom.
It's fucking dwarf porn. Nobody knew it was coming.
We knew it.
That's you in a towel.
We knew it.
There's always
Your
one.
brother knew the whole time.
There's always one.
Did you guys go to that dwarf wrestling at where was that at last year?
My buddy Trev, shout out to Big Will, commentated for that. I did not go, even though I was could have. There's a lot of things me and Aaron can go to that we don't go to.
Right.
I love all those events, but little guys throwing each other around, I feel like
Like midget darts. Like
I feel like I cannot sustain the jokes that I would make in my mind to show up at that place, if I could say it that way.
well, if you sign up for that, then you kind of know it's coming. So I mean, it's kind of like
the market that has. I mean, like you got to be
Well,
either
Wolf of Wall
A,
Street, and that's about
fucked
it.
up person, or
But
B,
I'm not
you gotta
just-
love wrestling.
I'm just going to tell you that I'm not going to sit there and take swings at those little guys, no matter, no matter how fun it would be. I'm not gonna, Aaron's not even in this universe.
No, I'm sorry. I will get
Dude,
out.
why did my pants feel like they're falling down?
And he's having fun with him. He's
it's like it's.
Well, and now we can get a fully interactive meta seat break room where like everybody that's going to concerts
now
hangs out.
you're gonna
Yeah.
have to create a new boundary.
You guys could literally
but-
have this endless. It
well,
should
It's
be
actually
so
really
endless.
cool. That's really cool.
And I know we talked about this,
Here,
a few months ago.
Give me your right hand.
But
Right
like,
hand.
like Super Bowl shit,
left
like
I will.
like
If
your
you-
own
if you
private
talk-
party.
if
at
you
Super
talk me
Bowl.
through
you
it,
can almost
I'll
sell it
help
like
you out.
that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can have a box at the Super Bowl.
Badass.
How
We have-
often?
yeah,
How
it-
many times in your life?
Super cool.
It's just one of those deals where it would be getting through all the white tape and all the licensing and making sure everybody. There's enough money for everybody. We just got to go and try to.
Well, that's the thing is you're gonna have to get rid of their fucking cut.
Hey,
Exactly.
So I want to talk about a little bit what I just experienced there. That was really cool. Okay, that was really awesome. We were
Yeah.
able to interface lots of different videos. There's a panel over here and a panel over here.
You just get VR for your first time.
Well,
He
Take
hasn't
your
had a
VR
VR till
cherry.
today.
what I'm saying is I thought that was really cool.
It's
And
crazy, huh? It's kind of you actually. It kind of puts you in a different world. It's almost.
We can't believe how good it is.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can't believe how good it is.
It's very
till you
good.
know.
It's very good.
Until you've had a VR on your face and played a video game or been in one of those weird chat rooms with the other VR dudes.
And this really seemed to be
Or watching those
very
VR
interactive.
movies.
VR movie's kind of cool.
The proprietary things that you offered on that experience were very real. I mean,
And
we
that
were
was-
right there. We're,
I mean,
we're-
that
we're
was just
right
our
around.
proof of concept. That was really nothing compared to what we're actually going to be capable
I
of.
thought that was
Well,
amazing.
yeah, I think really
and what was that, like one or two cameras?
No, what's
That
your-
was one.
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 He's
One
u-
camera,
they're
you were able to
basically-
do that.
Well, they're basically using those cameras similar to what
Oh,
DJ
guys.
Carbon is using. So
The-
where you get that full
The
360,
sky's the limit.
you get
Yeah.
that full 360 verse, and you can pick and choose what you see.
Because
Sky's the limit.
the
That's
camera
great.
actually has like 6 lenses that goes around it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it stitches them all together, all the views together, and that's how you get your 360.
That's awesome.
What do you say, Bethany?
So what do we need as far as hardware to be involved? What is the average? What is the average per any person that wants to be a part of MetaSeat on the VR level? What's the lowest? Like, what hardware do we need? We need
I
what?
think any of the you
Is-
can, any
we need
you
the
can get
Oculus
from-
2.
It works with all of them. I think that one that I have right there is the
That's pretty new
newer
one.
version.
That's a pretty new
That's
version.
super cool.
Yeah.
But they have a newer
No,
version that
dude,
just-
my son's got Oculus. I've been deep into it.
So-
It's fucking.
I'm a video game nerd, bro. I've been there.
they have a new version that came
what
out for
they're
a lot
bringing to it is
cheaper,
cool.
actually, just recently.
I've been in the cockpit of the fucking. I've been in the cockpit of the Star X-wings and shit. my son's deep into video games, man. I love them. So if he wants to play them,
I think they just came out with a headset that's for like $199.
Yeah.
you can be involved in a headset and be involved in concerts pretty cheap.
Yeah.
You can get an Oculus 1 or 2 for under $300.
Guys,
And now I'm involved in every concert that I can buy a ticket to for
Right.
a third of the price,
I think
maybe
it's
a
amazing.
fourth of the price.
I think it's amazing.
I love it. It's a beautiful fucking
If-
idea.
if-
I hope it.
If,
I hope it
if
tracks.
you can replicate that,
I hope it tracks.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
He
me
finally
too.
That's
gets it.
awesome.
He finally gets it
Yeah.
because he finally had one on.
Yeah, it's
I've
kind
been
of
there.
different. Yeah,
I've
it's,
been there.
it's,
I've been-
it's compared
you
to the
s-
phone to that, it's a whole.
Well, yeah,
different
we
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
a- it's
So
all
now,
good.
if you can take what your job is to take that clear looking around experience from your phone and transfer it to that. And I've seen it a few times on the VR, but it's not easy to replicate.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can sit down like you're in a seat at a venue,
Maybe a meta seat.
to meta seat, and you can look either way and see everything. God damn, this man's amazing. That's why he's not your average Aaron and guess what? He's going for mayor of fucking Winfield.
The
Make sure
commissioner.
make sure you buy eggs from him so we can support this goddamn.
Yeah, my birds barely buy their own food.
But hey, but at the end of the day, I really think MetaSeat has infinite possibility.
I love it.
I
think
love it
we
because
appreciate that.
because I love to go to concerts, but as I get older, I don't want to go, but I do at the same time.
It's like
So
I hate
like a-
people, but I love them.
You know,
I hate people, but I love shows.
Yeah,
It ain't the
how,
pe-
how can I do this?
what ain't the people? It's buying the hotel room, driving it. So to go to.
It's all the stuff that goes with.
So I
a
gotta
live
go. I
event.
gotta go to this Run the Jewels Wu-Tang Clan concert. So I gotta drive to Tulsa.
sorry.
I gotta drive to fucking Tulsa. I gotta buy a fucking room, and all that shit's a thing. But I like doing that sometimes. But having MetaSeat as an option is a fucking beautiful thing.
That's a winner.
we
It's
wanna
a
make-
winner all day. I love. This,
I really hope
love
it
this
catches.
platform.
I
We
really
just
do.
want to make sure that
I like
everybody
this
has
idea.
the ability to has the ability to experience everything that you can.
Okay,
mean,
so we haven't put a number
that
on it.
concert that you watched, it wasn't the great. So I will say, we did have our camera die in the middle of the concert.
For the birds.
yeah, for
Yeah.
the birds.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
some
that-
idiot didn't plug it in right.
Look.
No,
me.
I could tell. I could tell it was
Oh,
one camera.
that is
Hold on,
dumping
hold
on
on.
you.
No shade.
Hold on, hold on.
No
hold on.
shade.
I got a little shit on my face on that. God damn, he hit it with just.
I know. No. So
fan.
it was plugged in, but the plug-in that it was plugged into wasn't.
We don't need
plugged
to
in.
hear excuses like.
So I mean,
So,
Hey,
in all
hey,
honesty, we
regardless.
probably saved the show because I sees his guitar and everything. All of his speakers were supposed to be plugged into that thing, and so technically we took the.
so
to be
we made sure
honest,
that we made
It
to be
looked
honest.
cool. It looked cool up there. Man.
So
It
to
did.
be honest, all that you seen
Yeah.
was done in one weekend. So we did the high school sports down in Dodge City. That's where we're from.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
The-
on
the
there.
Dodge
Was
City High
some
School.
files
I
of
knew it
that.
smelled like Dodge
DHS.
City.
Yeah.
I know. It
So
smells
we did
great,
Dodge
right?
City, and then Bethany texted us. She's like, "Hey, they're going on at 9:30. Can you be here?" And we're in Dodge, 2 hours away. It's 7:15, 7:20. Like, oh, fuck, bet.
Right.
Dukes
So-
of Hazzard made it though.
It
we made
was
it.
a mad dash, and we got there. We recorded. The only bad thing is it died middle of the stream.
That
But
shit
we got a
happens.
new camera or a new battery in there.
We made it. happen.
Definitely won't happen again. I can tell you that.
So can I ask a question?
Right.
No.
On average,
Depends.
MetaSeat.
Is it going to be good or bad PR?
Well, PR, good PR actually. Well, depending on how you answer it.
We cut out.
Well,
most of
depending on
what
how
he
you
said.
answer it. I mean, we're not at the point where we're cutting me out yet, so shut the fuck up.
we got the networking down. We don't have the battery down.
So
all right.
let's say Meta Seat is an option at almost any venue other than like $10 goofy shows that are every day.
Right.
So, but like big $25 shows, cotillion shows, what do you guys expect to charge as a percentage wise of what the ticket price is?
So we're gonna look
to
at-
be a part of Meta Seat.
Well, you're selling the big.
Is that a
big
fair
production.
question?
Right.
You're
Yeah,
selling the
absolutely.
big production.
So
I think
we're
it's fluid though.
Yeah, it is fluid.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
We're
Percentage?
We're gonna yes. So we're gonna look at what the actual ticket cost is. We want to save the user as much money as possible, but we also want to make money. I mean, we're not gonna lie.
Of course.
And you have to pay for your production. I get it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we
We're
gotta
in the
cover
same
our overhead.
conundrum.
We gotta do, and that's something we're gonna do on our back end before we even promote it to the user. We're gonna be like, is this worth it?
Figure out what your
Yeah.
Exactly.
cost
We're not
is.
we're
Yeah.
not there yet, but hypothetically, I mean, it's going to be much lower than half. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
I,
It's
I think the right way is a percentage.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're trying to
so
we're trying to
if
get
you
you
have-
in Meta Seat for a quarter of the
so
cost,
so
Exactly.
so
or a third of the cost, or
Exactly.
something like that.
So the venue's going to get a percentage, of course. The venue,
Thank
the
you,
organizations, they're going to get a percentage. Now, when it comes to the user, we want to make it as affordable for the user,
Right.
but also we need to make money as well. We need to cover our overhead. We need to cover the percentage that we pay out the venue and stuff
your
like that.
equipment,
The
all that
promoter.
shit, all that
Exactly.
And every artist is going to charge different.
The equipment's overhead. So,
We'll look and see everything. I'm guessing.
You're hoping to be under half per ticket.
Exactly.
yeah.
Well,
So
I feel
yeah.
like that's a great
Exactly.
sell. We're trying to sell Meta Seat.
And
If you
the-
can't be here, we're
well-
trying to be a little bit under half of what the
Well-
ticket price
well-
And it's very new.
Is
and
that
we're
fair?
gonna find out, right?
Is that
we're
fair?
gonna find out.
is that
Yeah.
fair? Like,
Absolutely.
well over half, really. Because if
Or under, he meant.
if you can do any better than that, you can get a lot of people
If
involved.
you got a Taylor Swift, a Drake selling $600 tickets, come on now. Like, if
You
we
can
can
sell
do
them at
that,
100.
if we can do
Yeah.
that for 100, 200,
Put you a
150,
backstage
like-
camera.
But don't be the dicks that raise those prices just because the ticket prices go up.
So
So
the-
be
yeah.
good
that-
to your people and only charge them $100 to be a part of that.
I mean,
So
we'll have our margin,
so being in
and
the being in the business, I understand
Don't gouge
why.
them. I understand you would want to.
Being of course. Being in the business,
I mean, yeah, $350.
being in the business, I understand why they
Within 30
do
minutes
it.
of the show, $450.
I understand why they do it and why the ticket prices are so much. Because so Ticketmaster, StubHub, Vivid Seats, anybody that you can buy your tickets from, they're buying straight from the artist. The artist is taking 90% of the show.
Yeah.
Not after
That-
Ticketmaster buys fucking 40 all
Right,
of their,
right.
all of
So-
their rights on that.
Right, but
Settle
Ticketmaster is
down.
buying at whatever the artist price is. That's why they have to jump their price up because of the fact that the artist has their
They're
price
adding
so
on.
high.
I
They're
feel like
not-
we get, I
It-
feel like
it's-
Medicine
it's-
can get in underneath that.
Yeah, yeah.
Small time
Obviously,
shows
we
is gonna
can.
be cheaper, of course. I mean, it is what it is.
But
Big
that-
time shows is going to be.
I'm trying to
It's fine
describe
to him.
why the ticket price is so high because the artist is taking 90%, the promoter, the venue, the stage crew, everybody has to get their pay.
Shit, if I'm involved, I'm trying to get $8. So I ain't saying-
So I mean,
I mean,
with
come
with,
on.
with Medicine, like you don't have the stage crew, you don't have this,
Shit, a
that,
free
and the
meal and
other,
$8,
like,
you'd not go real far.
But you have to.
that's why
you
we
have
can
to
cut
sell
it
this
that
to the
much.
show.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to sell it to the show, to the production at the top
It's,
end.
bottom line, it's going to be beneficial for everybody. Everyone's going to get their cut.
I love the idea.
Well, and
I think it's a great idea.
the benefit for Metaseat is for the viewer because
Yeah.
it really offers a chance to be a part of something that you can't make it to.
and
It really does.
And I think
you
what you're
can
doing.
do festivals, you can do large sporting events.
No,
you can do all
you-
kinds of concerts.
doesn't
your
matter.
your market is those things that sell out.
It doesn't matter if it's
No, your
a
market
high
is
school.
everything.
It doesn't matter if it's a high school sport. There's a bunch of grandparents and parents and stuff like that that can't
Hey,
make it
down
to
on
a
it.
show. I mean,
Hey,
or
there you go.
Make
But-
it,
but-
no,
but
make
you're
it
not
to a
gonna
show.
make your
make it to a
millions there.
sport. No.
But I don't know. You can set up some fucking cameras at some high school football games. in
I mean,
Texas,
if we,
make some money.
if,
How do you scale it?
Shit.
How do you
Shit.
scale
I mean,
I'll
it?
put if I was Metaseat, I'll put a camera anywhere somebody willing to pay me to put it there.
so I'm a big believer.
Boom! You pay me. Here it is.
I used to be an insurance
50.
agent. I used to be an Insurance.
You're doing well with that word. Would you like to try it
Insurance.
again?
That's why he's not an insurance agent no more.
Insurance agent, right?
So you sold some shiny shit to somebody.
So,
We don't have to wrap this up. Fuck it.
so
She's just a producer.
so a big-
She'll be as long as she's just here because we're here.
Sounds like you guys are rambling now.
a big thing we harped on and everything is word of mouth. Like, so say this family is going to sell that family is going to sell this family. Like,
Well, that's Wichita in a nutshell, a little bit.
100%, and that's why we want to give back to Wichita as much as we can. Whether it's through scholarships through WSU, if we're doing baseball games, basketball games, whatever the case is.
That'd
if it's,
really be
if it's
cool.
Riverfest,
You guys
we
can
want to
even do
donate as
shocker
much
shit.
money as we can. It just
You can be in that
that's
lame
the-
ass
love-
that's the
basketball
name of the
place
game.
and
I'd
throw
love
a
to see it,
camera in.
man. Hey guys, thanks so much for coming out, man.
Any-
I
do you
really
guys have
appreciate it.
any,
You guys
uh,
have a really cool concept.
Do you guys have
and I
any
really-
website or
Yeah,
anything
I
you want to
really dig
promote before we roll
Yeah,
out
I just started my own
They're,
roofing company.
they're in the links.
What do you got? What do you got?
Contacts are in the
Veterans
links.
United Roofing.
Let him go.
I just say I just started Veterans United Roofing. You can go find me
You're
on.
roofing?
Yep.
Hey,
Started my own company.
send me your shit.
Absolutely.
I do pest control. I'll send you some shit, brother. Let's,
Sure.
let's
There'll be a
go.
link in the bio here. I'm
All
sure.
right, bet. What's your roofing company?
Veterans United Roofing.
Veterans United Roofing.
Find me on
We just waiting for a
Instagram,
we just waiting for a
Facebook.
hailstorm in this motherfucker.
I mean, some parts in Wichita today might have got
Well,
fucked up.
I'm
so-
What you got going on,
gonna
Lane?
tell you
Yeah.
right now. You want that hailstorm in Wichita because I ain't trying to pay for my roof. Fuck that. insurance.
Right.
Lane, you,
Specialize in
you
wood shake
advertising
roofs.
anything? You got
Yeah,
anything you
just
wanna pop up?
metaseat.com, metaseat.info.
Metaseat.
See, look at you.
Go to our contact page, sign up
Well,
for
we got to do the buy.com. See, somebody got it
couple
already.
couple 20,000.
Let's go fuck that person up.
Yeah, right. Whoever owned that,
Let's show up
fuck
like
them, all
Jane
right?
Silent Bob at their.
But
There we go.
www.metaseat.info. Go to our contact us page. Sign up for the beta. Beta's launching in July, and then the full app's launching in August. So
What a cool
Hey,
concept. What a cool
hey,
concept.
and
I love it.
guarantee.
I appreciate you guys having us on. You guys are awesome.
I appreciate you coming on,
Well,
man. I
and
love you guys.
guarantee we got a show for when the launch date comes.
Yeah.
We're gonna
100%.
all sit here in VR headsets and look like idiots while our necks get cramped.
Yeah.
And we hold this heavy
She's
shit on
gonna
our.
play the outro. We're gonna fuck around a little
It's
bit.
all
play
about the
with
viewer
exactly.
experience. So
Hey, and I'll tell you what, be a part of Metaseat because you can be at any concert, guys. And let's make sure that we're piss Annie off as long as we can. Do the longest outro we possibly can. We can't wait to have Metaseat back on again with
can
Jared
fucking
Lane
cut this
and
anytime
Bethany.
you want.
You don't.